Hey there guys, welcome back to Let's Play Persona 5. I am back at the hotel, which means I'm back to the slightly worse microphone, but it's not a bad microphone. It's a microphone I've used for years. I can't be like, this microphone is terrible because I've tasted the flavors of this. I don't even know what I'm saying. So, we are going to begin dating Hifumi tonight. Are you guys ready? I have been waiting for this forever. I'm just kind of glad we're still in November because, oh my gosh. I've been alone the whole game, you guys!
Good evening.
A Mageon knows no standard moves. There are no set principles for victory. You must always seek to make the best move possible. Please continue to do what you believe is right. This would be so much more meaningful if I actually understood the game she was playing, but I know literally nothing about it other than it's much more complicated than chess. I did what I could to prepare for the exhibition match. And so, oh, do you have some time? I'm feeling a bit anxious.
Thank you.
It's kind of funny because she kind of probably suspects, but yet she's not actually going to ask me about being dead or not. After I confessed, I was scorned by the media. I bet everyone wants me to lose. However, I'm not going to give them the satisfaction. I'm going to win with these very hands. These blood-stained and... I'm like, that doesn't make sense for these very... I mean, I get that she plays the game using her hands, but that's still a very awkward and weird statement. I'm not saying you can do it, I'm going to say give it all you got. Okay, I was like, give me something for that.
Yes.
I will. Well, it's time. I have to go to the venue. You won't be able to go inside the match room, but you can watch over the internet if you'd like. Well, I came here just to watch you go play. Wow, I'm watching it on this tiny phone. It's an archived broadcast of the match. The announcers are commenting on the gameplay. Is this the end of the road for the phony princess? She's getting pushed back quite a bit. It's only a matter of time now. Ifumi's biting her lip. She doesn't seem to be doing so well. Wow, that's very... The one problem is I kind of messed up when I got my recording stuff over, and so like the game is super loud in my ears right now, and I can't turn it down. Because it's like, the way I've got the audio set up with just one computer instead of one computer and two monitors is awkward as anything. Oh, now that was a masterful play. Yeah, perhaps her skills are the genuine article. Now, that's not... The next move will certainly result in checkmate. Yeah, I'm thinking phony princess real defeat is the headline for our next article. I concede. I was utterly destroyed out there. Well, I mean, I'm kind of glad she lost, actually, because if she's just been handed victories this entire time, you can't expect her to just go out there and be a prodigy that can, you know, beat masterful players if she's never really been challenged. It's as if an ant had challenged an elephant. A shogi player should know her limits. That was the first time I've ever forfeited a match. So ashamed of myself. I didn't want to hurt the pieces any longer. Now again, and I feel like that's probably the accurate one, but I just feel like this is what I would say. Nope, that was it. You remember, one must lose with grace, with dignity until the very end, as a queen should. But I confess I am confused. I mean, naturally, I'm disappointed that I lost. But I still feel happy, as if a demon's been purged from me. The moment I realized that victory was impossible, I felt a strange peace. What's important is what I do from this point on. I played so disgracefully in front of you. Perhaps you can just view it as an example of what not to do? And I understand there are times which require one to forfeit with valor and grace. Interesting, okay. Now I can run away instantly.
Alright.
I've been thinking about this for a while. Let's make today your last lesson. Spending time with me has only brought you... I wouldn't say that at all. I'm actually completely unaffected by our time together, at least in terms of that. So, this is goodbye. I hope this is the one that results in dating. That's what, every once in a while I'm like, I'm not sure, but this one seems the more...
Huh?
What do you... You're just trying to comfort me because I lost, right? But please stop. I'm the phony... I mean, I lied to everyone. And yet you want to be by my side? What do you mean by that? Okay, at least this one is not questionable. Really? You really feel that way? If that's what you truly want... Wow, I feel almost bad. She's like, well, you know, if you're sure, then I guess... I'm like, I was kind of hoping for a little bit more of a heartfelt, enthusiastic acceptance. Okay, that's a little bit better. I will become a woman who's worthy of you.
Please.
I look forward to our relationship blossoming in the many years ahead of us. You can tell Hifumi has never been in a situation where she had to, like, communicate her feelings. Oh, what in the world am I saying? There's no turning back. I'm glad. Yeah, again, it's like I almost went through this similar to the what happened in my Persona 3 run, where I just never dated anyone. But no, I eventually made a decision here. No, go away. I will probably go to Mementos one last time before the end, but I have a feeling a lot of the, you know, I'm almost positive some of the social links that I'm hanging out with will end up having me have to go do stuff. So Futaba is available, Yusuke is available, Haru is not. So, I've talked about this before, but I just want to repeat it. I am going to go after the palace as soon as there's a day where I can't hang out with any of my three. Because that's happened before. When I was in the lead-up, there were days I couldn't hang out with anyone. Also, if I get down to, like 5 days before the end, I'm just going. But that is the plan currently.
Okay.
Anything important in here? Yep. I do... I mean, it's like, if I have to choose between Yusuke, Futaba, and Haru, it's Futaba, then Yusuke, then Haru.
Welcome back.
What do you want to do today, Tyson?
But
Wouldn't it be bad if someone spotted you? We're in the middle of a whole infiltration plan, you know. Really? I guess I can't complain too much since you're going to be hanging out with me. Okay, good. I was waiting for that prompt in order to make sure that I actually, you know, had time. The only thing left on the promise list, being okay without you around. But before that, there's something I want to show you, Kaizen. This is a list of the promises I made with my mob. See, everything on here is marked off as being done. But that's kinda wrong. There's actually one promise I lied about doing. The one promise I never actually finished. It was get along with Kana-chan. This all... I love the way she sits. This all started when I was back in although I have to also say that people who sit like that and rock, it's like one of the signs of insanity. So, I love it in terms of her personality, but I also hate it because I just keep like, don't rock, don't you dare rock, Futaba! I used to get bullied pretty hard for how weird I was. The other kids always accused me of cheating because I got perfect scores on all the tests. Then one time, I turned in a test with nothing written down instead, but the school ended up yelling at my mom. My life at school was horrible. Sometimes during recess, I'd lock myself in the bathroom and cry. I didn't have a single friend. I was always alone. But then, a girl named Kana transferred to my school. She was absent a lot at first, and then when she was there, the other kids bullied her like they did to me. But one day, she said something. She said, "Good morning." So I was saying it every day from then on. I never know how to act with Futaba. Did it make you happy that she was acknowledging you?
Yes.
Okay, and that's at least not the wrong one. Yeah, but it mostly just surprised. Like, literally no one wanted to talk to me back then. To be honest, I completely ignored her the first few times. I thought the bullies had put her up to it. But without fail, she'd come over to me to say good morning every day. And she decided to say it back. Felt like my heart was going to shatter in a million pieces. Aw, Futaba had an elementary school crush. But apparently, she'd been saying it to me that whole time because she thought we could be friends. She was the first person who didn't mind how weird I was. I was so happy about making a friend that I told my mom, and that's when she added something to my promise list. Get along with Kana-chan. But I couldn't do it. One particularly windy morning, Kana-chan dropped her diary and the pages flew everywhere. I didn't really mean to look, but I ended up seeing everything she'd written down. And once I see something, I couldn't forget it. It was all so horrible. She read how her parents hit her, how they make her take pictures in weird clothes. It was full of stories like that. And then when I asked her about it, she got really defensive. I felt terrible, but she just kept yelling at me for reading it. Yeah, I'm not gonna... I would say that it was not... You didn't know any better sounds bad, too. I mean, it's definitely not her fault. Yeah, but I couldn't really tell her that. I just froze up. And then, well, I ran. I ran, and then I ran. I wanted her to stop yelling. I wanted to go back to how things were before. Kana-chan ended up moving away pretty soon after that, and I haven't talked to her since. So, I lied to my mom. Even after Kana-chan left, I would tell her we were best friends. Every month, she'd write that promise on my list, and every month I'd lie about it. I want to apologize to Kana-chan. I really want to say I'm sorry. This is so touching. I love this story. Like, so some of the confidants are just kind of blasé and expected, but this is... I did not expect anything like this. I'm sorry for not helping her. She was going through even worse stuff than I was. Sorry for reading her diary. And sorry for running away. I hate being such a coward. But I think I might be able to face my fears now that I'm a promise-settling Phantom Thief. Get along from Kana-chan. I'm going to do it for real this time. I'm glad you did, Futaba. This is like one of the most endearing ones I've seen. Not even Sojiro knows that one. Oh, it's so embarrassing. You have to help me now. Got it? Yeah, someone's pushing... No, we're doing it. That's another part of the deal.
All right.
All right.
Gonna get that time to look up Kana-chan's deets. Oh, and sorry I wasn't too hospitable today. That'll have to wait until next time.
Okay.
Now make like a cheetah and dash out of my room. Aw, Futaba.
Ah, you're back.
Well then.
Hot water pouch with 2-pack. You can survive the freezing winter. Yeah, I don't think I need that. Okay, once again, let's look at, see... So, Iwai is available, she is not, Sojiro is not, but Chihaya is. So, Chihaya...
What shall we do?
Also, someone said they wanted me to repair the laptop. Again, same rules as the other one. When I get to a night where I can't do something, I'll repair the laptop. As long as there's something relevant to do, I'll be doing that. They said before the cutoff point. I assume the cutoff point is just the deadline for getting the what's his face. And let's go ahead and send this to Futaba to make sure we're ready again. I feel like Haru I did really well with, but Futaba maybe not.
Huh? What shall we do?
Actually, I just remembered Sojiro wasn't ready yet. And since I know he's not ready...
Here we go.
Rather than doing this just in case Futaba's not ready, I'll go for Sojiro because I know he's not. Okay, he's ready again.
What do you think?
Now we'll hang out with you normally.
Yes.
Fukusuka-san, I've been looking forward to seeing you. I don't remember her voice at all. The chairman turned himself in. It's even shown up on the news. Yeah, I have not been watching the news. It's incredible, isn't it? It all happened so suddenly, too. He confessed to all of his crimes. The police came to question me, and after that, they ultimately concluded that I'm innocent. Apparently, the chairman took full responsibility for the ADP and admitted he was brainwashing all its members. Oh, and speaking of its members, some of them said they stopped using the holy stones because of my advice. It was the clients you set. It was all the clients you set in with, Fukusuka-kun. You know, I never saw any of this as a possible outcome to my readings. Not only have the fates of the ADP members improved, but even my own has begun to shift. It's almost like this curse has followed me ever since the village just called me a monster has passed. That's some good fortune. Uh-huh. That reminds me. The readings told me I would accomplish my objective with the aid of the trickster. But I'm not sure exactly that was not supposed to be. It's such a mystery. Nobody... That aside, ADP is finished. Nobody else will ever be deceived. Remember how I told you that the chairman knew I was a runaway? Well, I was wandering around the looking to my side. Anyone could have figured that out, huh? I knew it! I knew how fragile I was back then, but it's still embarrassing to think I let myself believe he was a psychic. But I guess some men are good at knowing when a woman is vulnerable. Are you one of those men, Fukusuka-san? The truth is, there's actually something else besides the chairman I want to talk to you about. This is a bit embarrassing. Are you interested in older women? Well, I just started dating someone my own age, so why do you ask?
No.
That's nothing. I suppose that question was a little sudden, huh? Sorry. If we have time to waste talking about nonsense like that, we should have time to read fortunes, right? Rank 8. Because I do figure she's close enough to the end, I'll go ahead and finish her, why not?
All right.
Even though the chairman turned himself in, there's still some things left unresolved. Most importantly, the other members of the ADP are so confused as to what exactly is going on. So, I need to set things straight. This is partially my fault after all. Right, the real battle starts now.
Oh. Goodbye.
Moving on to the 28th. Who can we rank up today? Or will it be no one and we go to the palace? We just never know, guys. I do think right now that everyone is rank 5 except for Futaba that just went up to rank 6. Sound of the campaign car. All the news ever talks about is this election. It's weird for it to be given this much attention. Well, what are we going to do with administration, so... When are the polls again? Is it still a ways off? We didn't actually get a preview this time. We have plenty of time to relax. So, no Futaba, Yusuke is available, Haru is available. So both of them are good to go, but I have been neglecting Yusuke. But before I go to him, I have been meaning to do this for a while, and I keep forgetting. What if Shido-san will come around here again? Want to hear another one of his speeches. He's an eloquent man. It's very impressive to hear him live. He's got a lot of promise. I could always thought politicians could be trusted, but I think he's someone worth voting for.
Hey.
Because I ended up having to use some revivification items in the last fight, and I didn't have very many. And I've had freaking the doctor maxed out for most of the game, and I just never went back to get her resurrection items. Because that's the advantage you get.
Please head to the exam room.
It's been a long time since I saw her.
Okay. Which one? Why do you have such a serious look on your face?
Okay. There. Wow, that's expensive as hell. All fallen allies with full HP. But I can afford one.
Should work.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Maybe for the final boss I'll get the one that...
I see.
Anything in here?
Take your time. Try not to suffer any unnecessary... Oh, did you choose one? Here you go. You want
That's those are actually really good as well. I don't want to sink all my money into them, but yeah. Where's the SP thing I just got? Now I'll go hang out with Yusuke, because that will make getting through the dungeon super easier. Heading over to Yusuke, getting him up to rank 6. Because I figure if I keep rotating between them, I will have a chance, because, like, I know Haru is good now.
Indeed.
Have you decided on your plans for today?
Why?
You are correct. An icebreaker is necessary at times. You know, I would not expect it to be slumped, but you're so stubborn. I'll take some extreme measures. Please, I need your help again. Could you join me?
I'm in your debt.
Seems the answer may have been right under my nose the whole time. I need to draw a mustache for myself. That will cure my slump. Oh, back to Madarame's place. Huh. This place has not changed in the slightest. Yet it feels nostalgic. Indeed it does. I haven't come back here since I moved away. The truth is, despite my best efforts to convey the meaning of the heart, I am no closer to understanding it. Such a troublesome roadblock never presented itself to me while I was living here. As you know, I spent most of my young life in this very house. I'm just a bit surprised he moved out of this place, because it's like he has a whole place to himself. I mean, no, Madarame didn't die, so he's still in there, so never mind. For some reason, I guess it's because of Akamura, I was just like, Madarame isn't here anymore, but yeah, no, he is. Well, no, he got arrested, didn't he? So he is... I am so dumb. That's why we have come now. I wish to reevaluate myself within its decrepit walls. By coming to this place, I may be able to rekindle the passion of the art I once held. The passion of inquiring mind on the hunt for pure beauty, before I learned of Madarame's foul nature. Huh? It won't open. No, I surely left it unlocked.
How could this be?
What? The door is jammed. I suppose it was quite an old door to begin with. It began to rust even while I was a pupil here, but it seems now it's finally broken. I'm going to say we should get it fixed.
No.
It's a nice idea, but I'm unfortunately not the owner of the house, and I cannot call a locksmith. I wish I could fix it myself, but I struggle with a mechanism as complex as this. I do not have the steady hand required to mend them.
Oh.
Kaizen, you are capable of fixing it? You never cease to amaze me.
Let us be off.
Let us be.
I see.
Well, the police have confiscated it. Hey, wasn't some of that your stuff, though? You know, I lived here not long ago. It feels almost like the distant past at this point. Being here has brought back memories, though. Whenever I acted out of line, I was made to sit calmly in this corner. That's not a corner, in the middle of the room. And over here was a bookshelf filled to the brim with various tomes. Contained art compilation books for the most part, but there were a few manga tucked away as well. At times I would take a break from my art to hide and read them. This is also where we gathered to eat when the Antilles still had a large pupil count. Like, all this in one room? Like, the shack has a lot of rooms, I've seen them. Sensei was partially fond of salty food, so... Sensei... What am I saying? It's very, very difficult to break yourself of that habit. You know, where someone... It's kind of like when you grow up with an abusive parent, and despite everything, you can't not remember the good times. The times that they, you know... abuse is probably the wrong word. When you grow up with a drunk parent, and yeah, when they would get drunk, maybe they'd turn abusive, but you still are going to remember those moments where they were sober and they were caring and they were good. Why do I still treat him as my mentor? How long will I allow him to control my life? Yes, my apologies. The truth of the matter is, I used to paint in this room, and I did it simply for the joy of painting. No matter what I took as my subject, my hands would move of their own accord to capture it in its essence. But back then, I only saw the superficial beauty of the world. I could not see the grime beneath. After learning the truth behind Madarame's actions, though, everything has changed. I strove to fight back against the newfound ugliness I saw, to display my talent to those who mocked me. I needed to do whatever it took to validate my artistic ability. In the search for meaning, a grim darkness took hold of me. This is just an episode of just amazing confidant mode, because I'm really enjoying this too. I'm really enjoying like the soul searching and soul bearing that Yusuke is going through here. Ultimately, I began to evaluate that which I so deeply despise in Madarame. Emulate. I meant to emulate. I did not say evaluate. You know, Boss told me something very interesting when I was staying with you that one night in LeBlanc. He said he didn't believe Madarame took me in for my skill alone. I suppose now that I think about it, there'd be no way to know whether or not I would have been talented. Kaizen, why do you think Madarame decided to take me in? I do, and again this gets back to what I've been saying the whole game, I feel like a lot of the villains have had the dark elements of their personalities amplified. So especially back when this happened, I mean, Madarame was... I think there was an element of guilt to it. An element of remorse and regret. So we return to matters of the heart yet again. It truly is a mysterious beast. Even after learning the ugliness of his true nature, a part of me still believes in my former mentor. I simply cannot come to terms with the stark dualities presented to me. The humble house and that loathsome palace. The kind teacher and the fiendishly deceptive artist. It seems even the workings of my own heart are inexplicable. What then of my search for pure beauty? Hello? Is someone there? I'm coming in.
This is a problem.
I was wondering who could be in here. Yeah, the man from the exhibition. Have he just like coming around and wandering around Madarame's place? Indeed. Thank you for your conversation back there. He seems more dignified than that. More importantly, though, why are you here? I couldn't help but notice the door was open on my way home from work. Are you perhaps still caught in your slump? And it's been a while, too. That exhibition happened like 2 months ago.
Yes.
How do you know about that? I know a great deal about you, Yusuke-kun. You made a name for yourself by patterning your work after the beautifully detailed Sayuri. But that painting at the exhibition was quite different than that. Have you begun trying out new styles? If you'd like, I can advise you. Materials, themes, etc. You seem as though you could use a helping hand right now. Most of your painting was done while living in this residence, correct? Your currently lack of patron must be what's holding you back. Please, take my card. And it has the Phantom Thief emblem on it. We're like, what? I've made a living investing in promising young artists like yourself, Yusuke-kun.
Oh.
Director of the Japanese Art Support Foundation, Akito Kawanabe. But why have you chosen me? You criticized me so harshly back at the exhibition. Because I feel you have talent. Now, my foundation can provide you an environment that will allow you to focus on developing your skills. Since your lifestyle interests you, we can talk further at a later date. As for today, I have a business I must attend to, but I hope to hear from you soon.
Yes.
The Japanese Art Support Foundation. My opportunity may have finally arrived. And it was all because of you. You opened that door for me. It seems good luck is simply a characteristic of yours.
I'm in your debt.
You have my thanks, leader. That deserved to be like a level 8 rank up. That was super awesome.
All right.
Shall we return home? See you.
See you, Yusuke. See you.
You're back.
And Sojiro is available. And Tefumi is not ready to rank up. Neither is Oya. So first off, let's get Hifumi ready to go.
What shall we do? Here we go.
Will this one get up? Okay, nope.
What do you think?
I was going to do a big, who should I hang out with? But if only Sojiro will go up, well, that answers that one. It did take 2 to get Sojiro up there, so that may be the thing, is that you just have to spend a little bit more time at rank 9. Any plans tonight? Hang out with me for a bit, will you? We're going to the Church of Futaba. Sorry, but you're coming too. Yeah, why are we going to the church? We've never done this before. We're going to visit Wakaba's grave.
All right, then.
We're leaving soon. Get ready in 3 minutes.
I always think about Wakaba on the anniversary of her death, but it's been a while since I visited.
Where's Futaba.
I've been so busy with the shop and all. No, that's not it. The guilt is what kept me from coming. I thought Wakaba would be angry with me.
Well, she's not here. I mean, she's here, but I still get that though. You can still feel guilt even if the person's not physically there to be, you know, for you to be worried about.
But now that I managed to get Futaba over here, I can finally meet her with my head held high. I sure kept her waiting. But it felt good to tell her about how much Futaba's improved lately.
I thought you said Futaba was coming with us. I'm so confused.
Oh, I told her about you, too.
He really acts like this is his ex-wife. And obviously, I think they had feelings for each other, but... Yeah, good for you? That sounds so callous.
Idiot. I should be the one thanking you.
You're the first person I've ever heard thank me while calling me idiot at the same time.
This is the first time the four of us are all together.
Futaba isn't here. I don't know what you're talking about.
Jiro, what are you smirking for?
Okay, there, finally.
This is what my real smile looks like.
I approve.
Futaba's all about the smirk.
Oh, I have some news.
News is awesome.
Family court gave me a call the other day. Futaba's uncle decided to retract his report.
Awesome. I wonder why that happened.
It was because of you, wasn't it? I wonder if the day will come that she goes out to be someone's bride.
I wonder if that it was because of you line changed depending on where you are in the story. Because obviously at this point he would just be like, yeah, it was you.
I'm sure she'll make a fine lady either way. After all, she is Wakaba's daughter. Do all fathers have to go through this anxiety?
Absolutely. I feel like whenever your daughter comes of dating age, it is so much more frightful than when your son does.
You know, I really just wanted to have you help out at the store. But you showed me so much more. You showed me I have a family I need to protect.
This is such an awesome... both Persona 4 and Persona 5, the like family that you stay with just becomes such a good confidant to go through.
Not just Futaba, but you, too.
Oh, that's a nice spin on it.
I may not always be reliable, but feel free to come to me if anything happens. I'll be there for you, as family. And, I know, I'll teach you everything I can. You're a full-fledged man now.
I want to open a shop and drive you out of business, buddy.
That might not be enough to return the favor, but it's all I can do.
I am thou, thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of the Hierophant, granting thee infinite power.
Fantastic.
All right. All right.
Koryu, the most powerful persona of the Hierophantic Arcana.
Oh, and, could you not, you know, get with Futaba?
Luckily, I wasn't planning to.
I can't imagine you calling me father. Although, maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
I also love that his reason for saying that is just that it'd be awkward.
What are you two talking about?
Nothing.
Okay, that face doesn't really go with that.
I hunger. Curry time!
Yeah. Let's go home.
Onward to Tuesday. Tuesday, bloody Tuesday.
Hey,
Have you been well, Kaizen? Well, we're all fine. I'm jelly you get to ditch school and all. Anyway, everything's on TV and even online. It's irritating as shit. Not a day goes by that we don't see Shido on the news. Same with Akechi. All that genius detective stuff is a load of bullcrap. It makes me sick how quickly they both are to act like heroes. Honestly, the people who believe that rubbish are just as bad. Totally. Everyone's been going about the year in elections like it's some kind of festival. Yes, the political season is nothing more than party for most of them. But depending on how we approach this, it might actually be a good opportunity for us. We'll take advantage of the commotion to execute our mission. It'll be a great distraction. Considering all the attention they're getting, the appearance of the Phantom Thieves will be huge. Yeah, let's show them the Phantom Thieves are still as strong as ever. Uh-oh, I didn't see anyone asking to hang out. Check. Anna Ryuji. Haru, okay. Like, this is a day that only Haru was available. So. And again, this is... I really wish there was a way to know who was ready to rank up, even if they weren't available. Like, it would show as gray or something. Because I would love to know if I could or if I needed to put a point into Yusuke or put a point into Futaba. But I just don't know. So... Actually, I'll just save here. I'll save here, and next time we will go hang out with Haru. Get her up to level 6. And then everyone will be 4 levels away. Bum, bum, bum! See you next time, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in.
On razor's edge now, what quick all my life is